Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee. I will never forsake thee. I will. The topic of being a good person and what that means. All, if not most of us, have a desire to be a good person. And we move through through our life, trying to experience that and express that in different ways. In some cases, what ends up happening, we end up, pleasing others because we think that that makes us a good person. But in the end, if you really start looking more deeply at what is underneath all of that, if you look at your motivation in being a good person and pleasing others, therefore, it is because that is how you want to be seen, because it makes you feel good about yourself. When we change that into being a kind person, an authentic person, a truthful person, then we are looking at a very, very different expression. To be kind does not always mean that you say yes to everything. Sometimes no is the kindest thing you can say. So there's a big difference between being a kind person and being a good person. One would think those are pretty much the same, but they're actually not. The good person serves the ego of others and oneself, and the kind person strives to serve the soul. That is the kind of kindness I'm speaking about now. So there's a few ways in which you can start exploring kindness and what it means to live from that essence. When we talk about kindness and living from a higher will, some call it God's will. Now, God is always a word that, people speculate about. Some love to use the word and some feel a bit offended by the word because it means something to them religiously that they can no longer relate to. So I'll just put it simply like this. As a bhakti yogi myself, somebody who is more devoted by nature, I love to call my beloved different names, and God is one of those. And to me it makes sense. But for somebody who might not be inclined in such a way, they might prefer using something like consciousness, or stillness, or peace, or just a vastness of being. In the end it's all the same. We're trying to describe the indescribable with different words. Some, more leaning towards a form, it appears, and some leaning towards an explanation of the formless. So when we talk about that eternal being, that vastness, that is all of our deepest experience of who we are, when we start living from that place, a kindness arises that can be felt even physically. And this is what I would like to point to today through this video, is how can we start discovering that within ourselves? What do we look for so that we can know that we are actually coming from a place of kindness? Some of the flavors of living from a place of kindness instead of being a good person or goodness is that kindness always creates a sense of softness in the body, softness of the heart. It brings a feeling of compassion often, and just a deeper sense of connectedness to everything, and certainly to the one that you're reaching out with kindness. So every time when you start exploring and investigating your body and how it feels, and when you feel it tightening up, then you just take a moment and relax and feel like, why is the body tensing right now? And see if you can find ways to start relaxing the body so it starts feeling more soft again, relaxed. And the beautiful thing is, with living from kindness, first and foremost, you will be the one benefiting from that. Because you will be benefiting from living from a place of softness. And in that way, you're living in kindness towards yourself. And when you live in kindness towards yourself, it is so much easier to live in kindness towards others. Jai Gurudev. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om